What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at a brand new game called Firewatch. I think it came out either yesterday or the day before. A brand new game, apparently told. It's really good. Storyline is really good, and it's really sensitive as well. So let's hopefully see what the game's like and see if it's quite good. So we'll start a new game and we'll see what happens. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. Oh, music's quite nice. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with her well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. So, multiple choice type of game so far. What shall we pick? You're pretty, because it's quite easily. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. Wow. What? You replied, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. Well, I do like a good cheeseburger, but... She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Wow, that was really hard. I mean, come on. Like, is that how easy it is? Left click to use objects. Backpack. Can we click a button? Nope. Can't click anything. Ooh. Can't pick any of these up, can we? Looks like we can't. I'm guessing we need to go to the truck, but is there anything else we can do? Sensitivity's a bit high. Alright, load gear. Well, we must be married because if I wasn't mistaken, I did see a ring on the finger. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Well, I'm glad. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Well, that's fine. Life is good. I mean, if life's good, that's fine. Julia wants to get a dog. Okay. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia whilst walking this dog. It's badass. Well, you pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. Wow. Bucket the beagle. Beagle Bucket. Bucket, I don't know. You adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. So, which one? I mean, when it comes to pets, if they pick the pet and they like a pet, you've just got to let them get the pet. So, since she likes the beagle called Bucket Beagle, I'm guessing that we're going to have to pick the beagle. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Aww. Poor Mayhem. It's a bit harsh. Julia loves him. Well, there you go. You see, she's happy. You love him too. Well, I ain't seen him yet, so it's a bit... Oh, Jesus. What's it squint red for? Oh, it's summer. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 PM, and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Well, it's a bit deep, isn't it? Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots. That will be pretty good. One day, why rush? Well, how long have they been going out for? I didn't actually read. Oh, it was just over a year, something like that. So if it's just over a year, I mean, I wouldn't mind saying that we're pretty good. Obviously we don't. Oh, we're at late 20s, so it's about right actually. It's pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, I would like that. You say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. I mean, I haven't got a choice in this, but... oh, wow. Oh, this looks amazing. Oh my god. Now, I've got the graphics turned down quite low, just because I have to, because of my my graphics card's absolute pile of crap. But even on, like, low settings, this looks amazing. Like, the art style is just phenomenal. I think it's... oh, it's beautiful. What's that say? Fire danger today. What's that say? Previous forest fires. I don't know if that's actually... did we close the gate? We must have. So we're out in the desert somewhere. Desert. We're out in the woods somewhere. Thoroughfare Trailhead. I think that's how you say it. Do not forget to check in. You're in the country. Learn to live with bears. Warning. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Thorough something something. Graphics are on low, so I can't read that. No fireworks, and there's the map of the place. Cool. Cool. But this just looks phenomenal. And obviously I'm going to be recording this at 60 FPS, 1080p for you guys, but the graphics are quite low for me. Oh god. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angry by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. Okay. Excuse me. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. Well, I don't really want to get mad at her, but I don't really want to ignore her at the same time, so... ooh, I don't think getting mad though would be the best situation, so I'll ignore her for now. I want to be nice. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold onto a tiny pill of resentment. Yeah, I can understand. You make some coffee and go to work. So it looks like it's a little bit rocky between me and Julia. Oh fucking hell, maybe not. 1981, so this is a year after that. Christ. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws me. Oh, you pose and flex like He-Man, you frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Well, it's going to be He-Man, because I wouldn't do that. Come on. You look awesome. Well, come on. I already know this. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is fucking amazing. This is absolutely stunning. This is absolutely stunning. Christ. Oh, that's beautiful. I'd love, absolutely love to go to a place like this, but unfortunately where I live, oh, what's that? Two Forks Fire Lookout. 8 more miles still, Jesus. But spacebar to climb up obstacles. Cool. Oh yeah. But unfortunately, yeah, like in the UK, there's not really... well, there's places like this, but where I live in the UK, it's quite limited to doing stuff like that. Anyway, 1982, so it's a year since Julia drew a photo of me. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. What a cunt. Oh shit. Bucket gets kicked. Bee ba ba ba. Fuck did it dog. Wow. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. Mate, I do that now. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You beat his goddamn face in. Well, if anyone touched my dog, because obviously I've got a dog in real life, and if anyone touched my dog, I would beat the shit out of them. Like, obviously I wouldn't kill them or go as serious as breaking something on them, but I'd make sure that they wouldn't come near me or the dog again, so I wouldn't just go there and scare him away, because that's pathetic. I wouldn't do that. I'd beat him to a goddamn... I'd beat his face in. Your home gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. Well, there we are then. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Wow. I mean, fair enough. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay. You don't want to go through that... oh, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Okay then, so... Fair enough. 1984. So that's fucking hell. That's 3 years. Jesus, years are just going by, and I still haven't been born yet in real life. That just shows how young I am. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Well, that's understandable. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. Jesus. It's a great job. Associated Department Chairman. Oh wow, that's actually quite good. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she can commute back and forth. Why are we not wanting to move? Like, if I had a partner and they got an amazing job opportunity, I wouldn't hold them back, no matter what. And if that meant moving, depending on the situation, of course, I don't see why that would be a problem for me, because it's a new adventure for both of us rather than just one of us. But hey, story calls for it. I suppose you need an ultimatum in stories like this. Convince her not to take the job. I agree if she commuted back and forth. Well, like I said, I'd never stop her from taking a dream job or a job that is amazing, so I'd have to do the commute, because I suppose that's the next best thing. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. Well, I would, but like I said, game tells us otherwise. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. Yeah, that's exactly what I'd be like. Anyway, she agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. So we're actually not seeing them very often then. 1985. Excuse me. I've got a cold, so it kind of keep coughing and sniffling. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having, quote-unquote, an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing her books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. That sounds really awful so far, if this is the way that the story's going. She was found crying in the stairwell. Well, oh dear. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Well, the first thing that pops into my mind is dementia. If something like that happens, I mean, obviously it might not be that. It could just be complete random and could be stress, anything like that. But if there's any sign of something like that happening, no matter what the situation, it's best to go and talk to someone and get it checked out, even if it's the most ridiculous thing, like you forgot to give people books or something like that. So just as a general rule of thumb, not even talking about this game, if that ever happens to you or a loved one or something you know, go and get it checked out, no matter what. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from an early onset dementia. Yeah, she's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret. So she's fucking hell. She's, in terms of dementia, she's really, really young. Oh wow. Oh man, this game looks amazing. Journal. No, you can't stand up. So it's just the journal. Yeah, see, he's got the ring on his finger, so he is married. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, what? Oh, wow, couldn't read that. But there was the picture of the He-Man. So, that's obviously Julia's journal. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Well, if she's got early dementia, I mean, is that wise? 1987, so this is nearly a year when they were talking about kids. Jesus. 10 years, sorry. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class, her research is in shambles, she drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Yeah, see, personally I don't even think it would have been wise to send her there in the first place, but some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. So I mean, it's definitely getting worse. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia, fucking hell, to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse, yeah. I mean, that's obviously understandable if she's got dementia. Jesus, 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care at home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. Well, personally, I've gone through experiences with another family member, my dad, who needed to be under constant supervision because of his illness. He was a seriously ill man, and he had carers in the morning and at night to do things for him around the house. But I never wanted him to go into a home. It didn't come to that, unfortunately. Got way beyond that, but I would have always wanted him to stay at home. But through first and second hand experience, I know exactly how tough that can be on myself and my mum, who looked after him. So it was really tough, and there were obviously days where it just wasn't. You just couldn't cope. So I'm quite torn, actually. I'd never want a family member to go into a home, like I said, my dad. But doing it on your own, it's just even worse. And I know exactly how bad that can be. But I think in terms of dementia, I think a full-time care facility might be the best option. To be honest. As much as I personally would never want to, I think in this situation with dementia, I think it might be the best option. As sad as it may be, unfortunately. Oh, and we're back in this beautiful goddamn place. Can't go that way, can we? No, so I'm guessing I'm gonna go down here. Up here, maybe? No? Oh, can we not? No? Or did we come from this? Oh, I must have come from this way. Crap. So, or is it up here? No, it's up here. So, yeah. I mean, damn, this story's deep. But never try and do anything on your own. If you can get help, get help. And if it's getting too much for you, please consider all of your options, even if the worst came to the worst and you had to put your loved one in a home. Oh wow, a deer. Hello? Wow. Oh, that was nice. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. You see, that's obviously one of the major problems with putting her in a care home is she getting the right attention, and is she getting the right care? These are obviously all the things that you need to find out before you did do something like this. You see her every day, then every other day. Oh, so it's going down a little bit. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, "If you ever put me in a home like that Henry did, I will cut your balls off." You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. So he's getting a bit secluded. 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Oh, are you fucking serious? Oh dear. Please don't go down this road. Months go by. Bucket dies. Well, I mean, it depends how old he was, but Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Oh, so it's got that bad. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think, well, I suppose maybe. Summer's come in and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Nice. So looking up a little... Oh, hang on a minute. I wonder if that's what we're doing here then. I wonder if enter the lookout tower. I wonder if this is it then. I wonder if this is the job. I'd imagine so. Oh, this goddamn place looks beautiful. So if this is the job, that would mean that I'm still married and Julia is still alive. It's a bit creepy this, but oh man. Oh, Thoroughfare Lookout. I think that's how you pronounce it. Thoroughfare, yeah, it is. That's the lookout. Oh. Gas canisters. Boarded up windows, door. Anything around here? No. Oh, it's just the God, this looks absolutely fantastic. Turn on your power. I'm guessing that's it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Hello?
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Contact... Oh!
I know you're there. Your lights are on.
I wonder if that's that woman then. Over there. Yeah, it is. Oh, left. Hold left shift to activate radio. Oh. Hello. It's me. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah.
Hey
that's
there,
what the guy said
Delilah.
on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something.
Well, she's right.
So what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Oh.
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Wow. So, you killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against Mom. Nobody back home can stand you. Well, I don't think it's obviously that. She looks a bit old. She sounds a bit old to be Mom. So that
You're
one.
just gonna wait me out on this? Ugh, fine. But
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
gonna take a second here and have a guess about you.
Oh, there's a timer. Shit, I don't know.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Wow.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
That was kind of cool.